What's up all my worldly lovers, Davey here. On July 25th, 2025, Happy Gilmore 2, a sequel to Adam Sandler's much beloved film Happy Gilmore 1, released onto Netflix, and, well, since the movie has been out for quite some time, a lot of people have varying opinions on it. Some love it, some hate it, others feel like it's just okay. Where does my opinion stand on this? That's what I'm gonna do in this review. But before I get into reviewing that movie, Happy Gilmore 2, let me go over briefly of what I thought of the first Happy Gilmore movie. Happy Gilmore is a live-action sports comedy that centers around an avid hockey fan by the name of Happy Gilmore, who dreams of one day being on a real hockey team, but the only thing that prevents him from doing that is his violent tendencies. One day, Gilmore learns that his grandmother, who raised him after his father passed away, owes the IRS $270,000 and has 90 days to pay it, or else she'll have to foreclose the house. One day, Happy goes through his grandfather's old golf equipment and decides to take a shot at swinging at a golf ball, with his hockey background enabling him to hit the golf ball extremely hard. And it's this talent that catches the eye of a man named Chubbs Peterson, who urges Gilmore to enter the Waterbury Open, to which he reluctantly agrees, and in his first game, he wins his first Open, and quickly rises to the ranks. However, an arrogant golf player by the name of Shooter McGavins hates Gilmore and sees him as a threat, and forces him to make a deal that if Gilmore wins, he gets back the house that McGavin outbid him for, but if McGavin wins, he gets to keep the house and Gilmore has to quit golf. So it is up to Gilmore to win the championship and win back his house from the arrogant golf player. I really enjoy Happy Gilmore. I think it's got a lot of clever jokes, the characters are memorable and charming, the music is decent, and Shooter McGavins is easily the best part about the entire movie. But I will admit, I don't think this film is for everyone, especially if you find Adam Sandler's brand of humor to be irritating. And I will admit, I don't think every joke that Adam Sandler makes in this movie is very funny, but when a joke does land, it is very funny. Overall, I think Happy Gilmore is a funny sports comedy with a great antagonist, clever jokes, and memorable characters. It's a 6.9 out of 10 for me. Not something amazing, but very decent. And with that all being said, now let's talk about the sequel. In the sequel to Happy Gilmore, Happy has entered his prime in golf, is now married, and is the father of 5 children. But one day, during a game, he accidentally hit his wife on the head with a golf ball and accidentally kills her because of it. And since she was the one that usually takes care of the bills and the house mortgage, Gilmore is forced to foreclose their house and move elsewhere with their children. In present day, Gilmore has a new job working at a supermarket, while his only daughter is now taking up ballet lessons. And after Gilmore loses his job after a fight that happens in the supermarket, he soon comes out of retirement and starts doing golf again just so that he's able to pay for his daughter to go to a ballet school. But it won't be easy, since an evil CEO by the name of Frank Manatee wants to put an end to real golf and bring in a brand new reimagining of golf called Maxi Golf, which is basically a digital reworking of the sport. So Gilmore is forced to team up with his former rival in Shooter McGavins and save golf from becoming extinct and to help his daughter get to a good ballet school. Content. When it comes down to it, the target audience for this movie, mainly fans of the original Happy Gilmore, will definitely get into this movie because it features their favorite characters, recapping what happened all those years ago, as well as providing a lot of the silly and great things that Happy Gilmore fans love. But here's the problem. The movie was pretty much just made to cash in on the nostalgia of the original Happy Gilmore, which is now almost 30 years old, meaning that the only other people who would get into this movie aside from fans of the original movie would be fans of Adam Sandler's brand of humor, which if you're not, you're most likely not going to enjoy this movie very much. Plus, it includes several celebrity cameos, and it definitely leans a lot towards the jokes rather than actually telling a story, which will definitely alienate other people from further pursuing Adam Sandler's library of films. Also, this movie is way too long, at nearly 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours! That just makes the first Happy Gilmore movie look like a Pixar short in comparison. And since there's not a lot of things to keep you on your toes or engage you, it can get really boring and tedious at times, and personally, I fell asleep by like the halfway mark during this movie. I'm gonna give a 4 out of 10 to the content. Characters. Gilmore, specifically in this movie, is really nothing special. He's just your typical Adam Sandler archetype with hit or miss jokes, forced acting, and just overall bland character archetype. There's just really not much else I can say about him. He's just a standard Adam Sandler character. Period. Gilmore's only daughter, Vienna, is honestly not that much better. She basically just acts as Happy's biggest supporter, as well as the film's MacGuffin. However, she does have a few sweet moments in the movie, like in the dinner scene where she tells her dad that she used a recipe from her great-grandmother to prepare a meal for her family. That honestly did bring a smile to my face. It's little moments like that that really do make this movie a little better. The best character of the original Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGavins, is ironically the best character in this movie. I love how this movie portrays him going so insane he had to be put into a mental hospital after the events of the first movie, as well as him grudgingly learning to accept Gilmore and learn that if he wants to save real golf, he'll have to team up with him along with a few other friends. He's just as good in this movie as he was in the first movie. Finally, we come to the film's antagonist, Frank Manatee, who is a greedy CEO who wants to create a new and improved version of golf with new technology and new rules to make the game more entertaining. I do like that he's a kind of allegory on technology dominating the entertainment industry, but there's just not really much I can say about him as an antagonist. He's just a generic bad guy who wants to put an end to something people hold fondly to them. That's honestly it. This movie is also chock full of celebrity cameos, but just like Adam Sandler's brand of humor, their appearances can be pretty hit or miss, like with Steve Buscemi, Travis Kelce, Eminem, and a few others. I'm going to give a 6.5 out of 10 to the characters. Visuals. Honestly, this movie's visuals are few and far between. The only time where the visuals really get to shine is near the film's climax, during the big maxi golf versus regular golf game, with the scoreboards and a lot of fast editing. Other than that, there's nothing really much else I can say about the film's visuals. It's just what you come to expect from an Adam Sandler movie, with fast editing and decent enough visuals. That's it. I'm going to give a 6 out of 10 to the visuals. Music. The original music score, composed by frequent Happy Madison film composer Rupert Gregson Williams, doesn't really get that much time to shine. It's mostly just fleeting moments, like during action scenes and montage scenes. Other than that, it's mostly just a lot of silence and just not really a lot of music. But when it does play, it mainly just exists there just to enhance your emotions and do stuff that music is supposed to do. It's not the greatest soundtrack in movie history, but it does a really good job of what it's supposed to do. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 to the music. Conclusion. To conclude, I feel like Happy Gilmore 2 is a less than worthy sequel and completely inferior to its predecessor. It mainly just serves as a nice continuation of the Happy Gilmore story, only for diehard fans of the original Happy Gilmore, and if you are that, then I think you'll enjoy this movie fine. But if you're not that, then there's a high chance that you're not going to enjoy this movie. It basically just puts fan service before good filmmaking, with less than worthy jokes, and just overall a really boring story. Happy Gilmore 2 overall gets a 5.2 out of 10, in my opinion, and if you happen to enjoy the original Happy Gilmore, as well as Adam Sandler's Click, then I think you might like this movie. And that just about does it for this review. So what do you think about Happy Gilmore 2? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Leave a comment down below to start a conversation. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my future videos. And that just about does it. Peace to the world and peace out. Bye-bye.